Hi, this is Fran from Crystal Clear Tarot with Francesca with another Pick a Card reading. Today's question is, what is the outlook for my romantic life in July? What is the outlook for my romantic life in July? So as usual, I have 3 piles for you to choose from. And I'm going to go through each of those piles with first the angel card messages. So the first pile has the word faith. And I got some new crystals this week, so I thought I would use them. This is called the Kiwi Jasper. Now all of these crystals came in a love set, so these all have to do with romantic love. Okay, that's the Kiwi Jasper. Really interesting. The second pile has the word surrender. Surrender. And that has the rose quartz, which is my typical love crystal, but this is like my third piece of it, and I like it because it's bigger and it's one of the smooth versions, which I like. Tumbled, I think they call it. Okay. And the third pile that you can choose from says adventure. Adventure. And that has, oh gosh, I forgot what this is. Oh, this is opal, which is, it's a different kind of opal. I don't know, I've never seen one with all these different colors in them. Okay. So those are your 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, faith, with the Kiwi Jasper stone. Pile number 2, surrender, with the rose quartz stone. And pile number 3, adventure, with the opal stone. So I'm going to head right into pile number 1. I will be putting the timestamps as usual so that you don't have to listen to all of the readings. You can if you want. Okay. Let me put pile number 1 here, and let me get the timestamp, 2:28. Hi, pile number 1. So let's take a look at your reading. What is the outlook for my romantic life in July? So we have faith. Put that down here. Let's put the crystal right up there. Now, I got a lot of cards for this one, okay? So we're going to have a color card and a moonology card to give you the overall feel of the energy for the month of July in romance, okay? Then I used my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle, and this can actually represent a sign for you to look for in the month of July, as well as contributing to the meaning. I have 2 Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards, and then finally a Twin Flame Message from Mystic Moon. These last 3 decks are all from Mystic Moon. You don't have to be a twin flame to receive this reading. You know, those titles really are arbitrary anyway. So let's take a look at what we have for the energy. We have Pearl, connect to the divine. Well, that certainly goes along with the word faith. So already there's a connection. The second card for the energy, emotions are running high, the supermoon. Okay, so that tells me I'm getting the feeling of passion, and you know, passion can be positive and passion can be negative. So let's see what else we come up with here. The sign from the Spirit Love Oracle, creation, pen. So to me, this always means getting a message or writing a message yourself. Okay, the next 2 are the tarot. So we have 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. This is one of the best cards you can get for romance. Okay, and then 6 of Pentacles, equality. And as your twin flame message, it really was me, not you. Okay, so this is a possible message that you're going to hear in July from a loved one. So overall, this is a pretty positive message that I see here for July. Now, the Faith card combined with the Pearl card makes me feel like you're going through a hard time right now in your romantic life. Just to remember, this is connect to the divine. So I'm feeling the energy of you either breaking up with someone this month or grieving a loss from someone that was important to you, or going through a rough patch. So I have the feeling June hasn't been your month, and the energy for July is going to be one in which you're going to find yourself either praying or meditating, or it's going to be the perfect energy to make your connection with the divine. So if you typically don't pray or you don't meditate, July would be a good month to do that, because you're going to get a clear connection to the divine. Like, you know, for some people it's hard when they start meditating or when they start praying, but you're going to find you're going to get satisfaction pretty quickly once you do that. Again, if you have no idea how to start, go onto YouTube. I still use so many guided meditations right there. If you type in guided meditation romance or guided meditation love, you'll get a lot of meditations to try. And if you click on one and you start it and you just don't feel into it, click off it, try another one. And start off 5 to 10 minutes. Don't try to do longer than a 10-minute meditation when you start off. Okay? So July is going to be a good time to connect with the divine, because the emotions are going to be running high. So with the supermoon, what you're going to find is that if you're angry, you're going to be furious. If you are peaceful, you're going to feel contentment like you have never felt before. Okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to feel both ends of the extremes. I feel like most of you are going to be more... No, Spirit is telling me that's wrong. Okay, you may run the gamut of these emotions. So you're going to find yourself being highly sensitive in July. Okay, so just watch out for that as far as the negative end of emotions go. I suggest that if you find yourself, feeling very negative emotions such as anger or jealousy or even hatred, have your meditations or have your prayers be part of your... I'm sorry, I just lost that. Have your meditations address those feelings, okay? So in addition to just praying and meditating on love in general, you may need to do more connecting with the divine over how to get rid of those feelings, okay? Because keeping those inside are not good. So that's the overall feel of the month. Very emotional, but one in which you can really benefit from meditation or prayer. So we have pen and creation. So again, this is from the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. I love these cards because sometimes they talk about an actual sign that you can look for, or sometimes they act more as interpreting a message. I'm sorry. And this one I feel is more the second, creation. So July is going to be a month, as far as your romantic life goes, that you get a very heartfelt message. Yeah, I don't feel this is a negative message at all. okay? It might be a month also for you to reach out and communicate a message to someone else as well. So keep that in mind. Creating something really beautiful. And this doesn't have to be a pen and paper message. It could be a text. It could be a, you know, in this digital world, it could be so many different ways to communicate. But it's going to be a welcome message. And the reason I know it's a welcome message is the next card's 10 of Cups, contentment and joy. This is the ultimate love fulfillment card. Okay? I don't know anything else to say about that. You know, you are going to feel this contentment and joy. This kind of goes along with that emotions are running high. Like when you're high, you're going to be high in July. Okay? When you're feeling those love feelings, you know, you're going to feel like your head is in the clouds, just like these two people. And not the negative connotation of that, of, you know, not seeing reality. Okay, along with this, and the reason I know it's not, you know, fantasy based is because you got Pentacles. Pentacles are, you know, earthbound. They're reality. And you got the Six of Pentacles, which stands for equality. So you want to strive to have equality in your relationship, and you're going to find that you do finally achieve this equality in the relationship that you will be in the month of July. It could be with someone from your past. It could be with the person that you're upset with right now. But the reason you're going to feel contentment and joy is because finally you have equality in the relationship. Now this card, it really was me, not you. This could be in relation or coming from the person who you're thinking about right now, this very moment as I'm showing you this card, or this could represent one of those little arguments where your emotions might run high. So you might find the other person saying this to you. So listen for these words in the month of July. It really was me, not you. Okay, that was a lovely reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, we're up to 71 subscribers. Woohoo! Trying to get to 100 so I can start doing some live readings, okay? So share this channel, share this video, and please come back for more pick-a-card readings. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to contact me through this page or through my Facebook page, Crystal Clear Tarot. All right, I hope you all have a great day. Let's get the timestamp for number 2, 1325. Hi, pile number 2. So let's start your reading by looking at your angel card, surrender. Surrender. So you may have to give in on some kind of issue in July. You also may need to surrender to divine timing. You may be wanting something to happen really badly in July, and you're just going to have to wait for the right timing. Unfortunately, we can't control that. And I know this is a hard thing to do, to surrender. It seems easy, putting up that white flag saying, okay, I can't control this, but that's a hard thing to do, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Okay, so let's leave that there for now. Put our crystal up there. So this is what I did for this reading. You have a color card and a Moonology card for the overall feel of the energies in the month of July. Okay, so I'm going to be reading those together. Then I picked one card from Signs from the Spirit Love Oracle. I picked 2 Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards. And then a Twin Flame Message card. Now, you don't have to be a Twin Flame or even know what a Twin Flame is to receive the messages from this video. These are meant to be timeless, so anytime you find this video, you know, it's a good time for you to hear the message. Okay, and I just want to mention again, Mystic Moon Great YouTube channel. Check her out. These are the three of the cards, excuse me, two of the decks that she has designed. No, I was right the first time. Three. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Check her out, though. She's wonderful. Okay, so for the feel of your month, purple, develop mental clarity. Okay, so you're going to need to have some clear thinking in July when it comes to your romantic life. And look how beautiful these colors go right together. Look at the bigger picture. Wow, full moon in Sagittarius. Today is June 16th, and the full moon in Sagittarius is coming up tonight. So even though these are meant to be timeless, that's really, really interesting that this came up for you. So these two cards together, I'm just going to keep them here for a second. To develop mental clarity, that means for romance in particular, you're going to need to take your emotions out of a situation. Okay, something's going to come up where, even though, of course, romance has to do with emotions, you're going to need to be clear and objective when looking at a situation in your romantic life. Okay? A good way to do this is taking deep breaths before you say what's on your mind. Meditating, I'm a meditation pusher. It's changed my life. Cut down on my anxiety like 95%, from 8 months ago when I just started meditating. And it's a great way to put things into perspective as well. Now, look at the bigger picture. When you're thinking and when you're dealing with a romantic issue in July, remember to think about how it's affecting others. Okay? It's natural for us to see things from our point of view and from the point of view of how it's affecting our lives. This card is encouraging you to use your mental clarity to see how this issue is affecting other lives. Okay, so when you're in love, sometimes it's hard to break out of that perspective, just like you're in love and that's all you're focused on. But these cards are encouraging you in July to think about the other person in the relationship, their point of view, and also think about whether this romance is taking away time from other people that need you in their lives. It's not telling you to ditch the relationship at all, just to maybe broaden what you're thinking, broaden your perspective when it comes to the relationship itself. Okay? And then the surrender up there. Yeah, that has a lot to do with the mental clarity too. Just realize you can't rush things in a relationship. You can't control. If you feel that you're trying to control, you need to step back, because that's your emotions taking over. That's your ego taking over. And once the ego gets involved in relationships, that's when problems begin. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So the signs from Spirit Love Oracle, sometimes they give an actual sign to look for in July for romance for this reading, or it gives information about the whole reading. So let's see. Eggs, incubation. So something new is starting. It's either going to be a new phase in your relationship, or it's going to be a new relationship full stop, okay? But it's going to slowly be, growing slowly, and it's going to be fragile in the month of July. Fragility keeps coming to my mind. So you need to be protective of your heart and of your relationship in the month of July. Just because I told you to look at things from other people's perspective and to consider the needs of others, that doesn't mean, don't put any focus on your love life. It's going to be growing, but it needs to be protected as well. So maybe if it's a new relationship, don't go around talking about it all the time. Give it time to grow. Give yourself time to get to know this person. And if it's not a new person, you're going to be moving to a new phase of your relationship. Again, don't be talking about it all the time. Don't be announcing it. Give it time to grow and protect it. So let's say you're deciding to move in together, okay? That's an exciting thing for you, but take time to work out all the logistics first and give yourselves time to get used to it yourselves, the idea of becoming more committed, okay? Because it is fragile, and I keep seeing that word pop up. So something in your love life is going to need protection, okay? It's going to be growing, but it needs protection. Okay, your twin flame journey tarot. Let's see what we have here. King of Cups, emotional mastery. Well, this is just wonderful. This goes along with the reading totally. And Four of Pentacles, collaboration. Spirit is amazing with these messages. They go along so well. So this fragility that I was just talking about, and how I was telling you, keep it between yourselves. You guys are partners, okay? You and your loved one, okay? Work on it together. Protect it together. Don't call in outside people into your relationships. Even if it's your best friend or your mother or your cousin, even if it's someone you really trust, you need to form that partnership and collaborate to protect it. Now, I'm not saying cut everyone out, but I'm saying to give yourselves that time in July just to get to know each other more, to get used to the idea if you're moving on with your commitment. And the King of Cups has to do with emotional mastery. So I just want to go back to the purple for a minute. Getting that mental clarity has to do with controlling your emotions as well, okay? And getting this card means you're going to be successful at that. Not to mention the King of Cups is a great card to get for a romantic reading. This could represent, if you're a woman, actually it could be a woman or a man, I shouldn't say this. This could represent your partner, okay? This could represent your partner, and he or she may have already gained emotional mastery, and maybe it's you that needs to gain it. Or it could be the other way around. This is symbolizing you, and you're someone who knows how to handle your emotions, and this is something that your partner is looking for, okay? But because this is your reading, I tend to think that this is something, a goal that you should work towards, okay? I just love that these two came out, the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups. That's lovely. Okay. Now, the last card is actually words from your partner, or it could be words that are going through your head as well. Let's see. I was reminded of your scent recently. Okay. I don't know. That's a little creepy. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've gotten this card. Okay. So this could be a sign to you in July. God, I don't know. I guess, I'm thinking perfume. Like if you wear a certain perfume, you may find your partner saying, oh, I love it when you wear that perfume. Or, you may find them saying something to this effect, okay? Or you may find yourself in July thinking that. And all it means is, to me, it's a form of intimate connection, okay? So you're going to have intimate connection with a loved one in July. And I'm just going to leave that at that. Oh gosh. So great. 2 readings so far, and both of them really positive. Remember, trying to develop your mental clarity, surrender to divine timing, look at the bigger picture, make sure that you're not letting your romance take over your whole life. Keep it private as much as you can. Work together to protect this relationship. Keep practicing emotional mastery. And I guess think about a scent that has to do with your partner. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I have other pick a card readings on this channel. Feel free to check them out. And if you liked it, please hit like and subscribe. I'm at 71 viewers, so I'd like to get to 100 because then YouTube will let me do some live videos, and I can do some live readings then too. Okay? If you'd like a personal reading on any question having to do with romance or your career or your personal life, please feel free to contact me through this channel or through my Facebook page, Crystal Claire Tarot. Okay, if you're leaving, have a great night. Bye-bye. And let me get pile number 3 ready. Timestamp 2623. Hi, pile number 3. So far, the first 2 readings have been pretty good. Let's see what this one turns out to be like. An adventure. Okay, so you picked the pile that has adventure. So I'm seeing a lot of action in July for you. Maybe you may be looking into a journey with your partner. Well, July is a big travel month, so that's not a big stretch, but I see you doing something new in the month of July. Something new as far as your love life is concerned. So let's change those. Okay. So this is what I did for the rest of the cards. I picked the color cards. I picked from the color cards and the Moonology card. This will give us the general energy of the month. It may give you some advice for the month as well. I picked one of the signs from Spirit Love Oracle. I picked 2 from the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. And my intention was to pick one Twin Flame message, but you got 2 of them. Okay? These cards, these are 3 different decks, and they're all designed by Mystic Moon. Wonderful reader. Check her out on YouTube. And I love her cards. They're just amazing. She has lots of different cards that she's designed. These are so amazing. Okay. So for the month of July, oops, your color card. Oh, this is beautiful. Blue. Activate your healing power. Now, to me, this looks very much like the Star card. It reminds me of the Star card in tarot, and that has to do with hope. So hope and healing. And bring out your uniqueness in the month of July. You need to be yourself in relationships, okay? The healing that you might need to bring is to heal yourself, or it might be to heal another person. We'll see what the rest of the cards are telling us. Wow. Now, the last reading, this happened too. The colors of the color card and Moonology, they just were in sync. And the same things happen here. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Okay. So, I do think this healing is going to be for yourself. It could stretch to another person. And resolution, of course, could mean the ending of a relationship, or it could mean solving a problem and going on a further adventure with this person. The personal issue might have to do with yourself. I'm feeling strongly that the person you need to heal is yourself, okay? So, July is going to be a good month for you to realize your worth. Stop compromising yourself for other people. know how special you are, how unique you are, and remember that you're made from love and you're made to love. So far we have a healing month, and then we have the word adventure. Now the adventure definitely could be on, learning to love yourself. I mean, that's an adventure in itself, but I have a feeling there's something else going on. So let's see. Okay, so the signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Now sometimes these are actual physical signs that you can look for to receive confirmation of this reading. And sometimes it contributes just to the meaning of the other cards in the reading. So let's see. Cupid, love and desire. Well, couldn't get much better than that. You're going to be hit by Cupid's arrow. If you aren't in a relationship, that adventure is going to be this new relationship. Whenever I see this, I tend to think of new love or a relationship moving from friendship to romantic. So maybe as you're healing yourself, you're suddenly noticing someone around you. Yeah, that's what I feel it is. You may be noticing somebody around you who's been a friend, who's been there right under your nose the whole time. And now suddenly you have feelings for them or they have feelings for you. And that definitely could connotate an adventure. We have 2 Twin Flame Journey Tarot cards. You don't have to be a twin flame to receive these messages. Those are just titles, okay? So let's see what this says. 9 of Swords, self-sabotage and nightmares. Yeah, this has to do with the feelings about yourself, okay? July is going to be a month where the ego is going to try to take over. Fear is going to try to worm its way into your heart, okay? But just because this comes up, this is good that it came up, because you're forewarned is forearmed. So now you know that your ego is going to try this. You need to heal that part of yourself. You need to say to yourself, when you start getting those thoughts like, he just sees me as a friend, there's no way this is going to work out, I'm too fill in the blank for him, that's when you're going to stop yourself and turn it around and think about all the positives in your life. Think of, remember, you're special, you're unique, and you deserve love. You are made from love, and you are as good as anyone else in this universe. Wow, you got 2 9s. Now you have the 9 of Pentacles, independence. Okay. Don't be afraid if you're with someone who is not treating you the way you should be treated. Don't be afraid to be alone. So if you're in a situation where you're in a relationship, you've been hit by Cupid's arrow, but something feels not quite right, okay? Assert your independence, whether you've been in a relationship for 20 years or 20 minutes, okay? Remember that you are a strong person and that you can take care of yourself, no matter what the ego is telling you, okay? You do have the strength to make it on your own. Now, 9s in tarot usually mean nearing a resolution. That's funny, that goes along with the Moon card. You're coming close to making a decision. So now, taken with the self-sabotage card, it could be self-sabotage, you're thinking that you can't do something, or the nightmare aspect of it is that someone else is making you feel this way. Don't forget, you're an independent person. You can take care of yourself, and you have to take care of your inner child, of your heart. You're the one that's going to bring love and desire, love and peace into your life. Don't let someone else have that control. All right, now, like I said, you got 2 of these twin flame messages. Now I'm really curious about what they say. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. I'm still trying to find myself. Okay. So these could be messages that go through your mind in the month of July. This message here I see strongly resonating with the independence. Okay? So you may find yourself having to assert your independence with a partner, maybe not being able to spend as much time with him or her as you would like. And there's nothing wrong with that. It could be someone else saying that to you. Perhaps your partner has children or, has a job that takes up a lot of time. They may be saying this to you, but don't let that make you feel unworthy. Okay? You should respect that someone has responsibilities and they're living up to it. Okay? So again, take whatever seems to resonate with you. This one, I'm still trying to find myself. I really feel this is about you. I don't feel this is a partner saying this to you. It could be, but I think the people who picked this pile need to really do some reflection in July. So this is more about self-love. I did say that this was for the outlook for romance in July. Well, you're not going to get the kind of romance that you want if you don't love yourself. So you may find yourself slipping in that area. This is something you can work on right now. It's June 16th now. There are a lot of videos on YouTube to help you with that. There's lots of books out there. The Universe Has Your Back is a book I will always recommend because it does a lot to help you realize how special you are and how much the universe wants to help you. So you might want to do some reading or some watching of videos this month, just so that you're ready for Cupid's arrow in July. So let's take these all together and see. So the adventure that you're going to go on probably has to do with either a new relationship or a relationship moving into the next phase. Okay? It's a month of healing, and I really feel strongly this is self-healing. Healing any hurts that you have from the past, healing your heart, taking care of your inner child. A personal issue reaches resolution. Now, because of the rest of the cards, I don't feel this has to do with your relationship. I feel this has to do with your relationship with yourself. Okay? So get to work on this. Really take this time to do this so that by the time July rolls around, you're going to feel healed. And that will allow Cupid to come in and to hit you with his arrow. Okay. Retain your independence and respect the independence of the partner that you're with. Don't let self-sabotage or nightmares or bad thoughts about yourself sabotage your relationship. I feel like these are 2 thoughts that are relating more to you than to your partner. I'm still trying to find myself, and I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. This one could be your partner as well. What's the adventure? Well, the adventure is learning how to love yourself and learning how to stand up for yourself and to give your partner the space he or she needs. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Once I hit 100 subscribers, YouTube will let me do live videos, and then I can start giving away some personal readings as well. Okay? I hope you all have a great night. Bye-bye.